Alright, this is a little tutorial explaining what I had done tonight. These are the axles that come out of the Karoo Vetta racing machine. They are a through screw into the transmission piece that comes out on both sides. Needless to say, they kept breaking here at their joints, usually on this end or the other end, which I don't have any of those pieces laying around. So I got smart, seeing how the axial products had the same idea. When you buy one of them, you get one of these. Bolts go through. The only thing with it is when you do this, you see that little ridge right there? Right here in the center? There you go, you can really see it there. That little ridge, you got to sand that ridge down. And of course, I have a Dremel, so I made short work of it. It's the only modification to them you had to make, is you had to go ahead and sand that little bevel part down. That also works with the stock axial products. They all had that pin that went through the ends. And all I did is I'm going to bring this back over here so you can actually see. It's an actual axial drive shaft going through back to the back pumpkin. I stuck a couple rubber bands there for a couple of reasons. When this thing does get bouncing, and this thing does bounce pretty hard, this drive shaft is a little on the shorter side. Not bad, but a little bit. So anyway, what the rubber bands are there for is when it hits the rubber bands, it brings it back into center. It can slide either way freely, but when it hits the rubber bands, it just slides it back together evenly. I thought that was pretty cool invention. And all they are is just little rubber bands, O-rings. They were just big enough to stretch over the drive shaft of them. And they ain't going to break. They're right made of rubber and they seem to be holding up. I just tried it here on the table and there ain't very much play. There's less play in this axle than there was in the original. And of course, the pins that were in this, you had to put the cups over it because the pins will fly out on these. And I mean fly out. I lost one of the little cylinders that the pin goes through on this one. So I actually had a spare and found it. And somewhere on this work desk, I'll find the other one. But that's what I did tonight. Now I got a running Karoo again. And boy, will that thing ever fly now. Hopefully it'll hold up better than their original axle. So if Vetta Racing, Karoo Company, if you happen to be seeing this, you may want to see about doing this. Instead of them cheap plastic, metal balled, dumb. I mean, they do expand. I mean, that's pretty good long right there. I mean, they expand out quite a ways. But you don't need all that. All you need is to be able to cover point A to point B. And the axle shafts, drive shafts, were actually long enough. So, that's what I did tonight. 4 minutes and 12 seconds of talking about an axle shaft. Drive shaft. Well, that's what I did tonight. Worked on it.